Have you ever settled into bed at night, only to find your mind racing or your body restless, wondering if you'll wake up feeling refreshed or just tired? My friends, tonight, I want to talk about something deeply important. A story recently caught my attention. A 72-year-old man passed away peacefully in his sleep. Now, his family shared they'd struggled with poor sleep habits for years, late-night snacks, screens glowing in the dark, and a routine that left his body exhausted rather than restored. Now, I'm not here to scare you. Far from it. But I am here to say, those little things we do before bed, they matter more than we realize, especially as we age. You see, sleep isn't just about rest. It's when our bodies repair, recharge, and reset. Think of it like a nightly maintenance crew that patches up your heart, balances your hormones, and even cleans up your brain. But here's the catch. As we get older, that maintenance crew needs a little more care to do their job well. Certain habits, harmless as they might seem, can quietly chip away at that precious process. Today, let's uncover 4 bedtime habits that could be undermining your health, and what to do instead. Together, we'll start with the first 2, because small changes can lead to big, beautiful shifts in how you feel. Let's begin with a habit so common, most of us don't think twice about it: eating late at night. Now, I know, after a long day, a bowl of ice cream or a slice of toast with tea feels like comfort. Maybe it's a ritual you've had for decades. But here's the problem. As we age, our digestion slows down. What used to slide right through in our 40s or 50s might sit like a brick in our 60s and beyond. Eating too close to bedtime forces your body to work overtime breaking down food instead of settling into rest. That can lead to indigestion, acid reflux, or even blood sugar spikes that disrupt sleep. And it's not just physical discomfort. Research shows that disrupted sleep from late meals can increase inflammation over time, which is linked to heart disease and other chronic conditions. Take Frank, a retired teacher I spoke to last month. For years, he'd end his day with a big bowl of pasta or a peanut butter sandwich right before bed. He'd wake up groggy, sometimes with heartburn, and assumed it was just part of getting older. But when his doctor suggested cutting out late-night snacks, Frank reluctantly gave it a try. Within a week, he was sleeping through the night. "I didn't realize how much that midnight snack was costing me," he said. Now, he finishes dinner by 7 p.m. and swaps his bedtime snack for a cup of chamomile tea. So what's the fix? Aim to finish meals at least 3 hours before bed, if you're truly hungry. And let's be honest, sometimes opt for something light and easy to digest. A small handful of almonds, a sliced apple with cinnamon, or even a cup of warm milk with a dash of honey can soothe cravings without overloading your system. The key is to listen to your body. If you're eating out of habit or boredom, try sipping water or herbal tea instead. It's not about deprivation. It's about giving your body the space it needs to focus on healing while you sleep. Now, let's talk about another sneaky culprit: screen time. I get it. Catching up on the news, scrolling through family photos, or watching a favorite show feels like a cozy way to wind down. But here's the truth. Those glowing screens emit something called blue light, which tricks your brain into thinking it's daytime. It suppresses melatonin, the hormone that whispers to your body, "Hey, it's time to sleep." Even worse, the constant stimulation, emails, headlines, drama-filled shows, keeps your mind buzzing when it should be calming. And it's not just TVs. Phones and tablets are even worse because we hold them closer to our faces, flooding our eyes with that artificial light. My neighbor, Martha, used to fall asleep with the TV on every night. She'd wake up at 3 a.m. to infomercials blaring, feeling disoriented and unrest. Once she switched to reading a physical book or listening to soft jazz playlists, she told me she felt like she'd rediscovered real sleep. "It's like my brain finally remembers how to shut off," she laughed. So tonight, try this. Power down all screens at least 1 hour before bed. I know it sounds daunting, but replace that time with something gentle. If you love puzzles, work on a crossword or Sudoku. If you're a knitter, let the rhythm of the needles calm your hands. Or maybe soak in a warm bath with Epsom salts. Magnesium can ease achy muscles and prep your body for rest. Even a 5-minute chat with a loved one, free from screens, can ground you in the present moment. Now, you might be thinking, but I've watched TV before bed for years and slept just fine. And hey, that might be true for now. But as we age, our bodies become more sensitive to these disruptions. What worked at 60 might not work at 70. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress. Start with 15 minutes, less screen time each night. Use a blue light filter on your devices if you can't avoid them entirely. Small steps add up. These first 2 changes might seem simple, but they're powerful. And here's the beautiful part. You don't have to tackle everything at once. Start with 1. See how it feels. Maybe this week, you'll focus on moving dinner time earlier. Next week, you'll trade the evening news for a calming podcast or a journaling session. Progress, not perfection. Because here's what I believe. Every small choice you make is a gift to your future self. A gift of rest, of vitality, of mornings where you wake up feeling ready to embrace the day. And trust me, my friends, that's a gift worth giving. Now, let's talk about something many of us enjoy but might not realize is quietly sabotaging our sleep. That evening cup of coffee or nightcap. You might think, oh, it's just 1 glass of wine, or a little caffeine after dinner never hurt anyone. But here's the thing, our bodies process things differently as we age. What felt harmless decades ago can now throw a wrench into your sleep cycle without you even noticing. Take my friend Carl, for example. He loved his after-dinner espresso, a holdover from his days working late shifts. But as he entered his 70s, he started waking up at 2 a.m., his mind alert and his heart racing. He blamed stress until his daughter suggested cutting out the evening coffee. Within days, he was sleeping through the night. Turns out my harmless habit was anything but, he told me. Here's why. Caffeine can linger in your system for up to 10 hours. That means a 5 p.m. coffee might still be revving up your nervous system at midnight. And alcohol? While a nightcap might make you feel drowsy initially, it actually disrupts your sleep cycles later in the night. You might fall asleep faster, but you'll miss out on deep, restorative sleep, the kind your brain needs to clear out toxins and your body needs to repair muscles. So what's the fix? Try setting a caffeine curfew. Aim to avoid coffee, tea, soda, or even dark chocolate after 2 p.m. If you crave a warm drink in the evening, opt for decaf herbal teas like peppermint or rooibos. As for alcohol, if you enjoy a glass of wine with dinner, consider moving that ritual earlier, say, with a 5 p.m. meal instead of 7 p.m. And hydrate well. Sometimes thirst masquerades as hunger or fatigue, so a glass of water with a slice of lemon might be all you need. Now, let's move to a habit that's often overlooked but absolutely vital, your sleep environment. You probably spent years making your home comfortable for waking hours, but when was the last time you truly assessed your bedroom? Many of us tolerate sagging mattresses, noisy fans, or blinding streetlights creeping to the curtains, all in the name of good enough. But as we age, our senses become more sensitive, and good enough might be the very thing stealing your rest. Margaret, a viewer from Arizona, wrote to me about her decade-old mattress. She'd wake up stiff and achy, assuming it was just arthritis. But after her son gifted her a supportive mattress topper, she slept like she hadn't in years. I didn't realize how much I'd been battling my own bed, she said. Here's what to consider. Is your mattress supportive but not too firm? Do your pillows keep your neck aligned? Is the room cool, ideally between 65 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit? Dark and quiet? Even small tweaks matter. Blackout curtains can block streetlights, a white noise machine can drown out traffic, and breathable cotton sheets can prevent night sweats. And don't forget clutter. A messy room can subconsciously stress your mind. Try tidying up before bed. It signals to your brain, this is a place for peace. Now, you might be thinking, but I've slept in this room for 20 years. Why change now? Here's the truth. Your body's needs evolve. A mattress that felt fine at 60 might sag at 70. Joints that tolerated thin pillows now crave support. This isn't about chasing trends. It's about honoring your body's changing needs. Start small. Flip your mattress if it's sagging. Try a different pillow height. Experiment with a heavier blanket. If you feel restless, your bedroom should feel like a sanctuary, not a battleground. These two habits, caffeine/alcohol timing, and your sleep environment, might seem unrelated, but they're deeply connected. One disrupts your internal chemistry. The other disrupts your external surroundings. Together, they form invisible barriers to the rest you deserve. But here's the good news. You hold the power to change them. Maybe this week, you'll swap that evening coffee for a caffeine-free herbal blend. Next week, you'll try a new pillow or just a thermostat. Remember, this isn't about overhauling your life overnight. It's about gentle shifts, one intentional choice at a time. Because every time you choose to nurture your sleep, you're choosing to nurture your health, your energy, and your joy. And my friends, that's how we write the next chapter of our lives, wide awake to every precious moment. Now, let's bring this all together, my friends. We talk about 4 bedtime habits that might be quietly chipping away at your health. Late night snacks, screen time, caffeine or alcohol too close to bedtime, and a sleep environment that's working against you. But here's what I want you to remember. This isn't about fear or blame. It's about empowerment. It's about recognizing that even small adjustments can help you reclaim the deep, restorative sleep your body craves and deserves. Let's take a moment to reflect on Frank, Martha, Carl, and Margaret, ordinary people just like you and me, who made ordinary changes that led to extraordinary shifts. Frank swapped his midnight pasta for chamomile tea. Martha traded her blaring TV for soft jazz and crossword puzzles. Carl ditched his evening espresso, and Margaret transformed her creaky old mattress into a cozy sanctuary. None of these changes were drastic. None required expensive gadgets or drastic overhauls. They were simple, intentional choices, one step at a time. And that's the heart of it, isn't it? Aging well isn't about perfection. It's about showing up for yourself day after day with kindness and curiosity. So let's talk about you. Maybe you've already started experimenting with some of these ideas. Maybe you moved dinner earlier or found a new evening ritual that doesn't involve screens. If so, I'm so proud of you. If not, that's okay, too. Start tonight. Pick one habit that feels manageable. Maybe it's brewing a cup of caffeine-free tea instead of coffee after dinner. Or perhaps it's spending 10 minutes tidying your bedroom to create a calmer space. The key is to focus on progress, not perfection. Every tiny step counts. And let's not forget the bigger picture here. Sleep is a foundation of everything. Your energy, your mood, your immune system, even your memory. When you prioritize rest, you're not just investing in better nights. You're investing in better days. Mornings where you wake up feeling refreshed, ready to tend to your garden, play with your grandchildren, or lose yourself in a good book. Evenings where you feel present rather than drained. That's the gift of good sleep. It amplifies the joy in every moment. But I also know change isn't always easy. Old habits can feel like old friends, even when they no longer serve us. Maybe you've tried adjusting your routine before and slipped back into old patterns. That's normal. That's human. What matters is that you keep gently steering yourself back. Think of it like gardening. You wouldn't yell at a plant for growing sideways. You just adjust the stake and keep nurturing it. Be that kind of gardener for yourself. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Have you noticed a difference after trying any of these changes? Or maybe you've discovered a bedtime ritual that works wonders for you. Something I haven't mentioned? Share your stories in the comments below. Your wisdom could inspire someone else in our Wisdom of Aging family. After all, we're in this together. And if you found this conversation helpful, do me a favor. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It's the best way to make sure you never miss a video. We've got so much more to explore together. Tips for staying active, recipes for vibrant health, and heartfelt conversations about thriving in this chapter of life. Before I go, I want to leave you with this. Aging isn't about decline. It's about refinement. Like a well-loved book, the pages of our lives become richer, fuller, more layered with time. And just as we care for cherished possessions, we must care for ourselves, body, mind, and spirit. So tonight, as you prepare for bed, take a deep breath and ask yourself, what's one small way I can honor myself tonight? Maybe it's dimming the lights earlier, or maybe it's simply giving yourself permission to rest without guilt. Remember, my friends, you've lived a life of resilience, of love, of hard-won wisdom. You deserve nights filled with peace and mornings brimming with possibility. Here's to your health, your rest, and the quiet, powerful choices that add up to a life well lived. Thank you for letting me be part of your journey. Sweet dreams, and I'll see you next time.